My name is Tolu Atobatele and I'm a baker. Um, I'm a foodie. I'm all things food. Okay, so I started my business, it's interesting, in 2012. But let's go back. Like I said earlier, I'm a foodie. I've always been fascinated about food. Maybe not exactly eating it, but cooking it. I remember growing up and watching Maggie Family Menu, Fumiadioye, and I would watch something, get a recipe, tell my father I wanted to try it. He'll buy me ingredients and I'll cook. And that's where I really fell in love with food. And so 2012, I was working, but I was just tired of my job and I needed to do something I really like to do. And I got to leading. The Holy Spirit led me to go into cakes. So first and foremost, cakes is one of the major things we do here at Delicious. And so without any prior knowledge, I'm doing everything I'd gotten, well, maybe on YouTube, books, new stuff. I started trial and error. I used my family as guinea pigs. Something I always say, we used to laugh about it. And my mom used to call my cakes Rock of Gibraltar, like they were that hard. But I mean, over time, it got better. Try today, fall tomorrow, try today, learn from my mistakes. And here we are. I mean, I officially kicked off business in 2015, 2015, and then the cake business started. And along the line, we picked up other things. We have a cafe, we have an outlet where we do barbecues, mocktails, shawarma, ice cream, stuff like that. So those are two major things we're into. We do cakes, desserts, wedding cakes, and then we train as well. I train people who would like to, get into the business, and yeah, so far that's what that's what we're up to. 2013. I mean, that day I was just in my room. I can't remember what I was doing, and then the radio advert came up. Or if you know how to cook, or if you love to cook and you like to participate and all that, And I remember my nephew was like, "No, my dad told me you need to do that, you need to do that." And that's how I applied for Knorr Taste Quest. That's 2013. It was such a fantastic experience. It was the very first episode of Knorr Taste Quest. I came sixth on that show, yeah. But like I said, it was an eye opener. I learned a lot of things that I could apply to my food business, to my business generally, and I met lots of great people. My fellow contestants, I met Chef Regs, I met Chef Robert, and then some of the guest judges that came on the show. Like I said, it was a fantastic experience. And I mean, I would go out, I'd be like, "Oh, I saw you on the billboard, I saw you on the Knorr billboard." I'm like, great exposure, great experience. It was a fantastic time for me. And I mean, that's something I still think about today. I still put a smile on my face. So Knorr Taste Quest season 1 was, it was great. It was a beautiful journey, the one that I really enjoyed. So yeah. Okay, so one of the biggest problems in this business is financing. Because in this business, you have to keep buying stuff. I mean, for every production, you have to buy stuff. I know people have shut down businesses, but I mean, we've been able to remain in business, thankfully, to our clients who keep coming back. I mean, look, the only way we can sustain this business is the customers' money. And all the way we've been able to do that is to put out quality products all the time. I always say that once anything leaves this bakery, it speaks for itself. It speaks for itself. I won't be there to say, "Oh, sorry, we didn't put enough salt. Sorry, we didn't put enough sugar. Sorry, the cake is not as nice as you want it to." I always tell my people, put your best foot forward. It's one way we've been able to remain in business, because in tough times, people are still buying. I don't know how. I want to believe that we've been able to maintain a certain quality that people still want. So thankful to all our customers. We're very grateful to them. They keep us in business, because really, without their money, we can't do anything. So if there's one thing I'm going to say, whatever you do, food, art, music, whatever it is, just please maintain your quality. You don't know where these things are going to get to. And unfortunately, most times you won't be there to explain yourself on why you didn't put your best foot forward. So I mean, before it goes out there, just put your best foot forward always, so yeah. Air quoting, because I mean, I learned from YouTube. I see people do stuff. I train myself. And I always feel, oh, why do I need to teach this? Anybody can go to YouTube and learn it. Anybody can go to here and learn it. But I realize that some people are not like that. Some people need you to actually guide them. Some people need you to hold their hands and teach them exactly what to do. And that's where monetizing your knowledge comes in. And it's something I've been sleeping on. And so, okay, so, I mean, let's teach people how to do these things. I'm very passionate about people dishing out quality. Is something that is very dear to my heart. Whatever it is you're doing, again, you don't know who's going to read your material, you don't know who's going to watch your music video, you don't know who's going to read your book, you don't know who's going to see your art, you don't know who's going to read your research paper, you don't know who's going to eat your cake, who's going to taste your food, take a bite of that thing that you're making, take a sip of that drink that you're making. You don't know. And so you can't afford to, I'm not in the mood to work today, I'm not in the mood to put my best foot forward today, we'll put our best foot forward out tomorrow. No, you show up every day. Because the truth is, do I know if it's tomorrow Richard Branson eats my cake and say, that person that made that cake, really look for her for me? Because, anytime I need cake, she must be making for me. What if it's not the day I decided, we'll show up tomorrow, and it's that day that she was going to taste my cake, and tastes again, and goes, yeah. I mean, I just lost a shot. I don't know if I'll ever get again. But if I'm showing up every day, every blessed day, irrespective of who's going to eat it, irrespective of who's going to watch that music video or see that art, you show up every day. Well, it's one day that it will click. So if I'm going to give advice to anybody, you don't have to be in the food industry. As long as you're putting, you can even have a 9 to 5. Put your best foot forward. Your boss is driving you crazy. Put your best foot forward. Because it's a philosophy I've always had. The way you treat someone's business is the way someone else will treat your business. Put your best foot forward every day. First and foremost, you might not be enjoying it, but the truth is, if you're really doing something, I mean, even the Bible says that whatever your hands find to do it well. Put your heart into it. Put your everything into it like it's your own. One day, even if you're not seeing the results, nobody's praising you, nobody's talking. One day, the day that can open, and then they're going to rain praises on you because they've seen how far you've come. One day. I mean, at times where I'll be like, I'm not doing this business again. It's just so hard. Constant hike, price hikes, not being able to sort out my deliveries because you call one delivery today. See, I have one delivery gist, but that's story for another day. I mean, not able to get a delivery person who will deliver your things in one piece. But you show up every day. Irrespective, you keep finding where there's one time my cakes used to fall. I like tall cakes. It's not a feeling. I know that tall cakes give you great aesthetics, so you have room for better design. So slim tall cakes. But the hazard of slim tall cakes is Nigerian roads. Lagos roads will make you cry. I mean, the road on this my street alone will make you cry. But because I wanted to do it, and I knew that people liked what the cakes look like, I needed to find a way forward. And that's how the idea of central doorbell came up. And now I'll say it. There was one day, one guy was carrying me on my cake because I was going somewhere, I was going to deliver a cake and then take off to go somewhere else. And he said, Auntie, you're just sitting there in the car, you're not even checking the cake. There's another person there that have been guiding the cake. I said, I know how I stacked my cake. And so even if you ram into the car in front of you, that cake will not shake. He said, I need to get all these other people I'm delivering for that before we leave their road. Their cake is already there. So they should come and learn from you. What am I saying? You have to constantly look for a way to better what you're doing. It's not even for your own sake. Right now, before, once they carry the cake from the house, I hope, God, please don't let this man call me halfway to say something has happened. God, like, it's a prayer. And like, once my cakes go out, I can't do anything until, because I'm literally paralyzed with fear until the person gets there and says they've dropped off the cake. But now, once the cake has gone, I'm on to something else because I've mastered the way to stack my cakes. Whether it be a double tier, whether it be a triple tier, or even a 4-tier cake, and it needs to go, I'm not going to say, let it go. I know how I've stacked my cakes. And so I found a way to make that part of my business better and also give me peace of mind and also in turn gives the person who is getting their cake, respect. I trust this person, I trust Delicious, my cake will get there in one place. So you need to constantly find a way to make things easier for you in business. But it's just common knowledge. But my takeaway from this is whatever you do, if this is the only thing you're going to take away from this, God knows how many minutes we've been here, please put your best foot forward. Again, whether you're singing, you're dancing, you're cooking, you're baking, you're an architect, you're a bricklayer, you're a masseuse, whatever it is, put your best foot forward. Even if you're not seeing the results today, trust me, someone is looking at you. They will say that if you post something on your Instagram page, if you post something on Instagram, like an Instagram post, maybe you might have like 30 likes. Post it on your story, probably get like 2,000 views. People are watching. Oh, trust me. People are watching you. People are watching what you do, how you do it. As a matter of fact, even learning from you without even knowing. Again, if there's anything you're going to take away from this, put your best foot forward. Before I started my business, I was working somewhere, and one of my takeaways from the business, from the job, was that whatever happens, whoever's working with me, I was going to treat that person with respect, treat that person as nicely, treat that person the way I would want to be treated. Because I mean, that's also a slogan of mine, like treat people the way you want to be treated. I mean, it's in the Bible as well. Love people the way you love yourself. Treat people the way you want to be treated. And it's something I've held on to. And so to go into business and hear Richard Branson say the same thing about the way he treats his members of staff, because the way you treat your members of staff, if you treat them well, they will in turn treat your customers well. It just sealed it for me. And so the people that come around me, mutual respect. Respect has nothing to do with whether you're older than me, whether you're young. You're a human as long as you're a human being. Respect is respect, and respect is reciprocal. So if there's something I'm taking away from Richard Branson, is to treat your members of staff well. They'll in turn, especially in your absence, treat your customers well. That one is a done deal. If you take care of them, they'll take care of your customers behind you. If you're nice to them, except of course if you're exceptions. But majorly, the way you treat somebody's business is the way somebody else will treat your business. So the way you treat somebody's work is the way someone else will treat your work, irrespective. But whatever you do, just be nice to people around you. It's very, kindness takes nothing from you. An extra smile takes nothing from you. So every time I order an Uber, first and foremost, Uber guys, Bolt guys, they don't like to deliver cakes, especially when you're not going with the cakes. Now, this is not me trying to manipulate anybody, but it's something I've observed. So when I go, hi, good morning, sir, like I just ordered an Uber ride and I'd like to send a cake to Bagada. I don't know if you can help me. Majorly, most of them they respond in a very nice way. So I don't go, hi, good morning, okay, good. I'm treating them, I'm talking to them the way I want someone to talk to me. I've had someone who came to pick, so I had an event, Maryland, and I was carrying items, heavy plates, coolers and all. As I called him, hi, good afternoon. It was a Sunday, hi, good afternoon, how are you? Please, I'd like to take some items to Maryland. I'm going with you, so there's no issue of whether you do know the road or you don't know the address. I'm going with you and everything. And so he got in front, while he was driving towards me, I saw him and I think I had a smile on my face. And now, on our journey to Maryland, we struck a conversation. He said, madam, the only reason why I accepted this ride, seeing all the things you're carrying, for somebody else, is that I say no, I charge you extra. But you were warm on the phone and you smiled when you came. See, like I said, I'm not trying to manipulate anybody, I'm not trying to boo anybody, I'm not trying to say, oh, I'm always fine. I'm just saying a little kindness goes a long way. So let's go back to where I started from. Be kind to the people around you, your members of staff, your colleagues, and then in turn will be nice to the people that you need to be nice to. That's all. Yeah. First and foremost, my advice would be passion is good. It's nice. It will ginger you. But passion truly isn't enough. You need skill, you need dedication. Look at Messi. I'm football fan as well. We'll say if you compare Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo is his ability and Messi is ability, like it's the football thing is in one. But none of them have been lackadaisical about performances. Messi always puts his best foot forward. Like you could literally see his smile on his face when he's playing. He enjoys it. But does he work out? Yes. Does he train? Yes. Does he rest as much as he should? Yes. Does he eat healthily to be able to run across the field 90 plus minutes? Yes. So passion is not enough. You need skill, you need drive, you need dedication, you need perseverance. You need all these things. So it might not be going well. I remember 20 what now? Maybe the first year I started this business. I was broke. I was like bank empty broke, and someone called me that they wanted a cake. Now everything I needed, the cake then was 5,000 naira, and everything I needed to bake the cake was about 4,800. I'm like, wait. So my price is running. I remember I cried. I'm like, which kind of business did I enter like this year? But over time, I had to strategize, check my finances, do the numbers, do the work. Who am I? Who's my target market? Who should I be talking to? What should I be doing? What? I mean, again, passion is not enough. You need to do the work. And trust me, nothing good comes easy. a lot of sweat, tears, prayers, dedicate, just putting yourself out there. But one thing, if you don't quit, hey, you will make it. That much I know. If you show up every day, and it's not based on feelings though. They say you don't pray because of how you're feeling. You pray because you need to pray. You don't show up because I feel like showing up today. You show up every day. Again, you show up and put your best foot forward every day. So if I'm going to advise anybody, nothing good comes easily. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of guts. It takes a lot of grit. Making money is not easy. You have to be able to win somebody to get their money out of them. Not even in these times. So keep at it. Don't stop. As long as you know that you've done your homework, don't stop. One day. I won't tell you that it's coming tomorrow. One day. Trust me. You'll make it. One day.